is Liz Armand, and I am the mindset shifter from Insightful Minds. Absolutely lovely to see everybody today and to share about the balance procedure. The balance procedure is a particular non-verbal energy technique which I discovered about 3 years ago. Now, I was already into health and wellbeing then. I'm a small businessman to the wellness sector now, and I'm trained in 10 or 11 different therapies myself, so why would I want another one? But I was introduced to it, and I was like, going, really? This card system can help me to move forward. And actually, what happened was, over a period of time, I've noticed various things shift and change within my life, because the balance procedure can be used in different ways to manifest the life that you desire. If you are struggling with your mental health, it can really support you in the journey, and it's simple. Even children can use it. In fact, it has been the National Institute of Healthcare Excellence have just passed it to be used within primary school and secondary schools to be used with in primary and secondary schools for mental and social and emotional well-being. So absolutely safe to be used. And so what does it look like? Because you're probably wondering what it looks like. So it's a set of cards and a book. That is the balance procedure, and you use both together. If they are small children, they might not use the book, okay? But you'd maybe as a parent be working with your child using the card system as well. So it's important that the parent is trained as well sometimes. So who do I help? Well, I'm here to help anybody who is experiencing any mental health issues. They may be experiencing more about the spiritual realm, and I'm a little bit worried about that. I'm a psychic medium as well. And certainly as a teacher trainer, I felt very worried about the spiritual things which came up for me when I started going through the journey of becoming a Reiki master, for example. And when I experienced the stress that I experienced, that I discussed in my book, Are You Worth It? Hello, Liz. Another Liz, that's nice. So what this system is for is anybody who's really feeling stressed, anxious. I work a lot with midlife individuals, so it might be menopause that you're going through, it might be the fact you're caring for elderly parents, that's stressing you out, or you've got some sort of dependence that are stressing you, so you're anxious for them as well as yourself, and you may be exhausted as well and not really having the life that you're desiring. So why do I do this to help you? Well, I'm passionate about mental health and spirituality. And having learned, 10, 11 different therapies myself, I never intended to have this as my journey. But I'll tell you a bit about my story, because that'll make more sense about why I got into all of this. But why do I help people? Well, I've been through that mental health journey. I almost took my life in 2014 because of various different stresses that happened to me. And I don't want anybody to go through that journey. What I found is a lot of things are not on the NHS that actually could be helping individuals, and you have to go through a period of time trying to find the different resources, because the NHS, within the UK, the National Health Service, it doesn't map together with individuals training in holistic therapists. So we, as holistic therapists, we're seeking people to support the NHS, going, we're not sure about that thing, we won't recommend it. And then you're in this sort of lost space trying to find somebody to help you with what you're experiencing as part of your mental health journey, which often has a very spiritual slant to it, and it's very different to each person who goes through that awakening period. So my story is that actually I've had lots of health, wealth and happiness issues, which are catalogued in my book, Are You Worth It? For some people who might have read it rather. Are You Worth It was written in 2015, the year after I almost took my life. And it's catalogued how to, the different therapies I was trained in. I was talking about this, how my mind was working. Why did I have issues around health, wealth and happiness? How was I creating that as an issue? Now, by sharing that means that other people don't have to create their issues that way. They can go, I'm already doing that, and they can start changing course. And that's what the balance procedure does. It helps you change course onto the course in life that you're meant to be on. Because often we overthink things, we become overwhelmed, we procrastinate, and it's a fantastic self-help tool to keep you in the present moment. I'm not saying don't go and see a therapist too, or a counsellor, but what I'm saying is this is something you can use every day to balance your energy. Because what you can't see within you is that we have energies shifting all the time. Okay, so whenever we're having a conversation with something and we react to that, that is our energy shifting, and if we react to it, actually that's our thing that we have to own. We've created that issue. Okay, so if you want some more of the science of what's going on behind the balance procedure, there are it links into many different therapies. In fact, the creator of it, Jenny Cox, is trained in a lot of the therapies I'm trained in. So trainer of neurolinguistic programming, trainer of emotion freedom, trainer of Reiki, for example. Lots of different things. And so it's bringing together the mindset and cognitive side, because what I found through my journey is I wasn't given enough to link what was going on with my energy, which is maybe Reiki, to what was going on in my mind, which maybe, you know, in the NHS would be cognitive behavioural therapy, for example. So what the balance procedure does is it gives you something that will balance your energy every day, but will also, if you're not understanding something that's going on in your life, think, well, I can't work out what's going wrong. So it might be about your wealth, it might be about anxiety you're feeling, etc. What you can do is you can then read the excerpt in the book and look at it, because it brings together different things like crystals and chakras and lots of different sort of elements, like for the Chinese elements, for example. And they're just catalogued on the back of the cards for each card to be used. So what I found was, when I came into my business 10 years ago, it became very stressful. I'd had a miscarriage, I had failed IVFs, I had a redundancy situation. I jumped into business thinking I knew what I did, and it all went tits up. My husband almost died, as well, because he got pneumonia. We were on holiday. Then when I came back from the holiday, my mum died, my cat died in the same week. Year after, my sister-in-law died, and by 2014, that was 2012, 2014, 2014, it's when I almost took my life, because my mental health was absolutely out of balance. I was at the lowest point I could be, apart from bounce back, and I made a decision to actually bounce back, a decision to actually share all the things I'd learned in different therapies and make sure that people knew that these things were available to them, because often they're not. Now, because we're, you know, the theme is a little bit about self-love, because Valentine's coming up. Within my book is something called the Love Game, which I will put in the comments later so people can access it. And the Love Game basically is saying you need to learn about what's going on rather than blame different things, you know, blame yourself. And the balance procedure will actually feed into that. Because to have a happy heart, this is about our heart energy, our heart chakra, okay? And what happens is our head can sort of take over things. I was an academic, I was, you know, a big studier, you know, whatever, and actually we can overthink different things that are going on, and you want to bring things back to your heart. The science shows that actually the heart is 5,000 times more powerful than your head. So if you're actually focusing on your heart and what you really want to do, so often we're not doing what we really want to do in life, and it's important to do that, to follow your heart. Because your heart knows best. No, actually, your head doesn't. But I want to just demonstrate you the balance procedure. So it's a very simple thing that you do. We have a set of 9 cards. Oh, I can't show you all of them at the moment, but I'll show you let's show you this one. This one is about the art of communication, okay? And they've got affirmations on them, and on the back they actually say what they link into as well. So, as this is the art of communication, if I was balancing every day, I would literally, with my body, put this over my heart and actually just allow that to, and I say the affirmation, I'm creative, I'm a pioneer. And you can see my body goes forward. But actually what can happen is if you're not balanced properly, you can go backwards, you can go to the side, or you can just like, I'm not going anywhere, okay? And what the cards do is they allow you to put yourself in balance. What we do is to put it into balance. Put both hands over heart. Breathe in positivity in through the nose, negativity out the mouth. And we just ask to balance. We do that with every card. If a card is out of balance, we read the information in the book that goes with that particular card. And when we've done all the cards and balanced them, we then put all the cards on a heart. In and out and balance. And we're balancing our heart once more. Now, if I walk out of here and somebody annoys me, that puts me out of balance immediately. Any form of stress, any sort of negative reaction, negative emotion that I'm feeling, because the balance procedure is all around your emotions and how they work. You always want to be living your life from positive emotions, you know, happiness, joy, excitement, enthusiasm, contentment, all those sort of fantastic emotions. So, and once you use the balance procedure and keep using it, it puts you back into the present. You're not in anxiety of the future or the past about what's gone on, any trauma you might have experienced. You're here right now. And this is about creating. It's all about creating and owning what's going on for you. If something's not going right, like you can't make money, you find the card about wealth and use that on your energy to actually shift it. So you start creating what you want in life. So, you're visioning the way forward and having a great excitement as part of it. Just to let you know the cost of the system, the cards in the book, okay, is £17.50 if you want to purchase them on their own. I would always advocate to do the training with it, because often people sort of fall off the wagon. They don't use it every day. You must use it for at least 28 days in a row to get it into a habit. It's just part of your daily routine that you use it. And if you want to do the first level of training, it's £100, and that's suitable for you using it on yourself. You can use it on your pets and your children as well, because anything that you're seeing in another person is actually an aspect of you. It's like a mirror going on. So it's important that you understand that that's what's going on. So you take ownership for anything. So I'm living here for my elderly father, for example. If he upsets me in any way, I've upset myself. That's about me changing that, okay, and owning what that's all about. So this is very much about you understanding how you can transform what's going on. So this is very much about understanding how you can love your life much more. It's about understanding that your heart is governing everything, that you're creating everything. The balance procedure works on working on different aspects of your life. So the starting point is really looking at all aspects of your life. I'm a coach. It's one of the things I do. Something called the Wheel of Life. You look at, how happy am I with my finances? How happy am I with my business or my studies? How happy am I with my relationships? How happy am I with my family, my spirituality, etc. Now, if you're not a perfect 10 on all of those things, which most people aren't, to be honest, then that's suggesting there is some work to be done within you to start shifting it. If you're suffering from anxiety and depression, you won't be able to wear colour, for example. Now, we have a colourful chakra system underneath us, which you can't see, and you'll be holding darkness and dark emotions. If you've had any negative things like abuse or trauma, like a divorce, going through a divorce, separation, but even your parents going to care, a parent dying, bereavements, it's fantastic to help you on that journey. It's not a quick fix. You do have to take action with it, but by using it on a regular basis will make you feel better and feel happier and get more on your journey and understanding your life and where you're going, rather than going, life happens to me, life is always not a good thing, it never works out for me. Well, actually, you're creating that. So if you're creating it, you can uncreate it. That's a great thing. And the balance procedure will help you to do that. The cards in the book are available from myself directly. So Insightful Minds is the name of my business and my website. So just go on to that particular, onto my website, or you can message or comment, and I'm more than happy to get back to you to sort out getting the cards. Or if you want to book the training, I do have one training course booked in at the moment, which is the 10th and the 17th of February from 12 till 2, but I do put courses on all the time. So it is a case of just being in touch with me and saying what level you'd like to have. If you just want the book or the cards, or you want the books, you can go up the different levels of the balance procedure. The next level is fantastic for a therapist, for example, who wants to incorporate the balance procedure into what they already offer. They want to give somebody else an experience of being able to empower themselves every day. Because who wants to see a therapist every day? We don't. We want to see them to get us out of a situation. You shouldn't need to see one every day. We're our own best therapist. We know what's best for us. And that's what I would advocate. I'm always trying to get my clients to not be coming to me, to be perfectly honest, when I've got them out of the situation that they're in. And this is a self-empowerment system that will allow them to do that. So level 2 allows them to be able to incorporate the program. You have to be level 3, which is what I am, a trainer, to be able to train other people in the process. You can get CPD points by using the balance procedure as well and doing the training level 1, level 2 and 3 as well. So I see my time is up. So Liz Almond, the Mindset Shifter of Insightful Minds, please do comment if you're interested, and I will get in touch with you. Thanks, everybody. Have a beautiful Sunday, and lots of love for Valentine's Day. Look, I've even got the hearts going on. Bye, everybody.